you so you know I'm going through it. Got a message saying that I know you wouldn't do it. Great time that we had, great times, feeling bad, all red, feeling mad, wishing happens to the fast.
With you, but I'll plan in advance. I spend my life with you, just like the moment we dance. Don't wanna talk to you, don't wanna mess with your friends. I wanna die with you, so we can do it again.
I wanna mess with you, but I'll plan in advance. I spend my life with you, just like the moment we dance. Don't wanna talk to you, don't wanna mess with your friends. I wanna die with you, so we can do it again.
Round and round and round again, going down and down and down again, going round and round and round again, going down and down and down. I feel like I'm going in circles, repeating every time I was hurtful. Try to make it better, but I keep on being personal. So close, how I did it feel immersive. Take you into my mind, seeing how you surfaced. Everybody wants to welcome you into my life. Everybody wants to see you be my life. But you got me dazed and confused. What a time when I spend it with you. Girl, you got me spinning, feeling like I'm winning. Bonding laced up, cause I'm feeling like I did it. Girl, you got me spinning, feeling like I'm winning. What a great time that I had, cause I did it. Girl, you got me spinning, feeling like I'm winning. Bonding laced up, cause I'm feeling like I did it. Girl, you got me spinning, feeling like I'm winning. What a great time that I had, cause I did it. All the time that I spend with you makes me feel like I'm overdue. Having such a great time, heard it through the grapevine. Glad that I'm with you, cause I kinda hate mine. Living like I'm lavish, living cause I have it. Every single second that I spend, I'm feeling magic. Every so often you're feeling distant. Is it cause of me or did I miss it? Round and round and round again, going down and down and down again. Going round again and around again, cause I'm down and down and down again. Got me spinning, feeling like I'm winning. Body laced up, cause I'm feeling like I did it. Girl, you got me spinning, feeling like I'm winning. What a great time that I had, cause I did it. Girl, you got me spinning, feeling like I'm winning. Body laced up, cause I'm feeling like I did it. Girl, you got me spinning, feeling like I'm winning. What a great time that I had, cause I did it. You can make me new from a disaster. Just a happy ending's what I'm after. I am needing you and a pastor. You make my whole life move faster. You can make me new from a disaster. Just a happy ending's what I'm after. I am needing you and a pastor. You make my whole life move faster. She is so addicted to what she wants, she done lost it. I am feeling so I cannot catch up exhausted. You make me look so good and so bad like you in CrossFit. There is only one type you would ever wanna rock with. The American boy telling American stories, trying to play with his voice to try to get to the noise. Make up a marriage of sorts and attached with a cord. It's his only retort to show he's trying to court. This young woman, this addicted girl, wanting everything in this addictive world. It's a mess up, one thing get evicted world. So his music and his life is for this girl.
Okay. You should be able to hear me? Yes, you can. Everything's fine? Okay. So, today I decided that I wanted to make a file breakdown, which I'm basically just going to talk about the file for every song I made and what I was thinking while I made it, and also talk about the lyrics and everything like that. So, basically, for Do It Again, first track on Feelings. Before I start, thank you for being here. But Do It Again, the first track on Feelings. So, in the summer of 2021, I took a class at just a summer course where we learned music tech. And for the final project, we had to produce a song. And I first made a song, and the song I first made using Ableton, which is what they had us use for the, class, I made Nuisance, which was later put on the deluxe of Confessions, which I know you've listened to. But then we also added, so I listened to that, and then I didn't really like it that much, so I did Do It Again. So this was made right after, it was made and pretty much completed in about 3 days. But the first thing I did was, so on this first, the first sound I had was the hard picked guitar, and I made the so I made that, and then I decided that sounded like a little too hard for the beginning of the song, so I put in a clean guitar, and that's what the song starts with. Also, for this song, I didn't know how to record vocals on Ableton and get auto-tune, which is, I'm sorry, but I use auto-tune on my voice. But, so, I made the whole beat on here and then moved it to Logic to record my voice. But basically, this starts with the guitar going da 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 da, and then down here I added the bass playing chords, which sound like this. It's not really a bass, it's like a pad. And then, so right here, this is where the song builds up. I was writing lyrics along with this while I was making it, I believe. But to build the song more into the chorus, I add the claps here. These are all claps. Clap number 6, or no, it's a 707. So this is the clap on the 707 in Ableton, if you want to make it. And then I added a third guitar, just playing the exact same thing that the other guitars are playing, just to make it sound bigger. And it sounds kind of crazy. Very distorted. It's got gain on it, the volume. The flanger is what makes it sound like how it does, just how it does. And then down here in the bass, I have the same chords that are being played on the pad, just going da 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 da. Maybe if I cut off the solo, it'll sound correct. Just to add, and then so that is the chorus, and then it drops to the verse. I made it all about you, and then that's where the bass comes in. It's gonna sound crazy. And those are really all the parts of the song, and they're mix and matched, just so that it builds when it needs to. And the only other thing added is this crash, which just is a reverse crash so that it acts like a riser into the verses. And then the final verse, it has the calm down, where it's just my one voice, and then all the voices come in after this drop out. And then it does it again. So that happens twice just to make the final chorus bigger. So now, don't save. I don't want to save anything I did. This will come up later. You'll learn what that means later. Do it again. That's what I want. So I took that whole audio file and I put it into just this one track. So all of those are just there, and that's what that's for. And then here's where the vocals come in. So this original vocal sounds like this, I turned it in to my teacher, like for the summer class. I turned it in with that vocal. But then he was like, I think you could add some reverb onto that first voice. So I did that. And now what's in the final song is this. It just makes it much bigger and everything. So it's just like a bigger song. So then we have the vocal.
I wanna mess with you, but I'll plan in advance.
And all of these vocals are just I start like the lower chorus or the calmer chorus with a single, and then it comes in with the voices one pan to this side, my right, your right,
I wanna mess with you, but I'll plan in advance.
and then one pan to the left.
As I spend my life with you, just in the moment we dance, I wanna
I forgot the words there. That's why it speeds up.
moment we dance, I wanna talk life with you, just in the moment we
Just like the moment, you know. But that's all added in so that these three vocals make like a ranged pan, so you hear sound all around you, so that it just sounds bigger.
do it again. I wanna mess with you, but I'll plan it in advance. I spend my life with you, just like the moment we danced.
So that's that.
Don't wanna talk to you, don't wanna mess with your friends, I wanna die with you.
Okay, and then here we get into how most of the verses work on Feelings. When I record a verse for Feelings, most of it has the main vocal. As you can see, these right here, these little like sliders, they're the volume for the thing. So the lower vocal
Living moments on repeat, living my life on a beat, kicking money to the street.
is turned higher up. So the low is high, and then the higher vocal
Living moments on repeat, living my life on a beat, kicking money to the street.
is lower. I'm going to say that a bunch because all the verses work like that on Feelings, where the low is high and the high is low, just to make this sound.
Moments on repeat, living my life on a beat, kicking money to the street.
Just so that like when you only hear a high voice, it sounds kind of empty.
Moments on repeat, living my life on a beat, kicking money.
The lower voice just makes it fuller and better. And then for the clap part, just the single chorus,
Time what I need. I wanna mess with you, but I'm planning it.
kind of repeating the same thing that happened here, where it's just the one chorus, and then all the choruses together.
Do it again. I wanna mess with you, but I'm planning in advance. I spend my life with you, just like the moment we danced.
And then we come in here with the old low high.
I made it all about you, so you know I'm going through it. Got a message saying that I know you wouldn't do it. Great.
All these vocals. So for most of this album, I used the preset in Logic. For the microphone, for voice, I used the compressed vocal. Now I use a lot of the natural vocal because the compressed vocal, guess what, has just a little too much compression that I don't want. And then we do the exact same thing where it's got the one chorus,
Fast with you, but
one voice chorus, which goes into the big chorus. And right here in the last chorus, I want to point out, like right here from before, this is where the beat cuts out for the cymbal rise, or for the crash rise. So just like notice that when you
do it again. I wanna mess with you, but I'm planning in advance. I spend my life with you, just like the moment we danced. Don't wanna talk to you, don't wanna.
I just think it sounds cool, personally. And yeah, like the lead vocal kind of in the final chorus is this high one.
I wanna mess with you, but I'm planning in advance. I spend my life with you, just like the moment we danced. Don't wanna talk to you.
There's no rhyme or reason to the harmonies, but the ending of the vocal, this,
Do it again.
That the slowed down do it again is what you can hear, what pierces over everything.
So we can do it again.
At least to me. So yeah, that's Do It Again. One track done. On to the next one. Before I go, do you have any questions? You have 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, none. No questions. So then, next, we have the second song of the album, Spinning. So Spinning. This file breakdown is going to be a little boring in comparison because here's the thing about Spinning. I did not make the beat. I purchased the beat online, along with another beat. So I purchased two. It was like two for the price of one. The original one I purchased I've never released this song. I got it. So I wanted this one beat. I think the beat was called, I don't know what the beat was called, but the song I made with the beat is called I Like It. How did I become so popular? Because I'm just awesome. But basically, I purchased two beats at the same time. The first one, which is I went in with the intention of buying this one beat, and I made a song called I Like You. I Like You. I think that was it. I Like You. But I was trying to look for a second beat, and the beat was called Spinning, which was this beat. So to come up with like words, I just kind of riff, and I was like spinning. Okay, blah blah blah. What happens when you're spinning? You're going round and round and round again. So when I was listening to the beat for the first time, I came up with that. With this part right here. This.
Round and round and round again, going down and down and down again.
Before I bought the beat, I knew I would have that part. So that's just to lead into, that's kind of just like a refrain thing, to lead into the verse.
I feel like I'm going in circles, repeating every time I was hurtful. Try to make it better, but I keep on being personal. Too close, how I did it feel immersive. Take you into my mind, seeing how you surfaced.
Right here, the main vocal, this,
Take you into
it goes to a higher note, towards this end.
Everybody wants to welcome you into my life.
So I wanted to keep the low part going, so I kept that.
Everybody trying to welcome you into my life. Everybody wants to see you be my light.
So I kept that low part going just to keep it in there, you know. And then that all leads into the chorus, which has the main vocal going.
Girl, you got me spinning, feeling like I'm winning, bonding laced up, cause I'm feeling like I did it. Girl, you got me spinning.
And I add in on the tiniest left pan in the world.
Got me spinning, feeling like I'm winning, bonding laced up, cause I'm feeling like I did it.
Just kind of this low thing, and then here we have a high one.
Girl, you got me spinning, feeling like I'm winning, ballin' laced up, cause I'm feeling like I did it. Girl, you got me spinning, feeling like I'm winning. What a great time that I had, cause I did it. Girl, you got me spinning, feeling like I'm winning, ballin' laced up, cause I'm feeling like I did it. Girl, you got me spinning.
How much did the beat cost? I believe it was 2 for $15, I think. So I got the two beats for $15. And then the low part, so it goes from the verse into the chorus, and the low part is this.
All the time that I spend with you.
From the chorus into the verse, and it goes like this.
All the time that I spend with you makes me feel like I'm overdue. Having such a great time, heard it through the grapevine. Glad that I'm with you, cause I kinda hate mine. Living like I'm
So that keeps the low part going. And then this just adds to the...
all the time that I spend with you. Makes me feel like I'm overdue.
And then this is supposed to lead into this hype up, like...
Having such a great time, heard it through the grapevine. Glad that I'm with you, cause I kinda hate mine. Living like I'm lavish, living cause I have it. Every single second that I spend.
How did you... Where did you... What is... There's so much happening. Where'd you find your pink bass? I got it as a gift. It sounds cool. I have yet to use it on this album. You haven't heard me use it. How do you know what it sounds like? I'm so confused. Who are you? Anyways. But that goes all into this, the same refrain that I did earlier to lead into the final big chorus. And it has the same type of main three.
Girl, you got me spinning, feeling like I'm winning, body laced up.
And then here, I believe, yes, we have the best vocal in the whole song. We have a bit crushed high song. Now, I'm just going to play it and then I'll talk about what that means.
Girl, you got me spinning, feeling like I'm winning, body laced up.
So if I play that without the bit crush, here's what a normal vocal would sound like.
Girl, you got me spinning, feeling like I'm winning, body laced up, cause I'm feeling like I did it.
So here's what bit crushing means. I'll show you this. So this is the bit crushing plugin. And basically everything that is recorded has a bit resolution. I'm recording all of these songs in 24 bits. So the 24-bit song, it records every wave, which is what music is, or like sound is a wave. So every wave, it's taking 24 sections of each wave to make the sound that you hear. It's 24 times each wave it's taking a sound. So what bit crushing does is it crushes the amount of bits that it's taking. So here I have the bit resolution turned down to 15. So the 24 that you would normally have, now you only have 15. So it sounds different. And then downsampling means you'll hear the harmonic of a note. So if I'm singing this, I have it downsampled 3 times, which means it goes down 3 semitones, or like 3 music notes on a piano, so that it has the...
Got me spinning, feeling like I'm winning, body laced up, cause I'm feeling like I did it. Got me spinning, feeling like I'm winning.
And then the final vocal here, this vocal track has nothing on it. I don't know why it's here, but this has the spice to the final chorus.
Got me spinning, feeling like I'm winning, body laced up, cause I'm feeling like I did it. Got me spinning, feeling like I'm winning. What a great time that I had, cause I did it.
So, basically, it has the high vocal, and it just adds to the sound.
Cause I did it, girl, you got me spinning, feeling like I'm winning, body laced up, cause I'm feeling.
So it adds to the final chorus just to make it bigger, and then the whole audio track just pans out. It just fades away on its own. That's what the song did originally. So that's spinning. Now we go to the next song. Woo, we got the next song, which is Disaster. Now Disaster, we get our first hint of what I showed at the beginning. You see this thing. So this was first off, Disaster is the earliest song made for Feelings. So what was I saying? Disaster was the first song made that went into Feelings. It was made June 1st, and then the album came out October 1st. So this whole thing was made basically in the summertime. So then we have Looperman, which That's the whole song. So this Looperman basically is a website where you can find loops, which is what I have this pulled up for. So Looperman, basically anything you play, or you can look up anything. Like I can look up DaBaby, and then I can find a DaBaby type drum. So basically, this is just a website where you can find beats. So probably to look this up, I just looked up the genre, and there I could find the loop that I wanted. And most of this album is made of loops. Most of the guitars you hear, or actually every guitar you hear on the album, is a loop that I found on Looperman. Thanks to Looperman for everything. They're free, to my knowledge. So basically, for the beat part of Disaster, we have this, and then added in is this bass key, which was originally recorded on this 808. So this down here, which is a really low, you can't hear it that well. So for the verse, it's on that very low one, the same pattern. But for the choruses, it's on this bass key, which is easier to hear. It's basically just like a synthesizer. That is the bass that I made up to go with this loop. And then finally for the beat, or almost finally for the beat, we have the drums, which this is just an Apple loop. In here, next wave beat, look, here it is. And I took that sound and I put it right here. And that's the drums for the whole song. And then we have like this bass for the verses, and then down at the bottom, for the final chorus, we have a riser into the final chorus. And then finally, just a piano to add to that final note, that da 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 da, just to add to the final chorus to make it just like feel bigger. So now we can go into the vocals. For the vocals,
You can make me new from a disaster, just a happy ending's what I'm after. I am needing you and a pastor.
so yeah, there's that. And then, so that's like the main vocal. That's why it's the highest out of all of these. And then panned a little bit to the left, we have,
You can make me new from a disaster, just a happy ending's what I'm after.
it's just a little bit different than the original.
You can make me new from a disaster, just a...
And then in this here we have this.
You can make me new from a disaster, just a happy ending's what I'm after.
And then down here in the main, just like directly ahead, we have, I think, a really low chorus.
You can make me new from a disaster, just a happy ending's what I'm after. I am needing...
No, not really low, just something different. Just to add so that when,
You can make me new from a disaster, just a happy ending's what I'm after. I am needing you and a pastor. You make my whole life move faster.
and then, so that's that. And then we have the chorus where we have the lower voice higher up in sound, higher up in volume, and the higher voice low in volume.
She is so addicted to what she wants, she done lost it. I am finished so I cannot catch up exhausted. You make me look so good and so bad that you in CrossFit. There is only one type you would ever want to rock with.
Right here starts one of my favorite lyrics in the whole of Feelings, which is starting here, the American boy.
the American boy telling American stories, trying to play with his voice to try to get to the noise, make up a marriage of sorts and attach with a chord. It's his only retort to show he's trying to court. This young woman, this addicted girl, wanting everything in this addicted world. It's a mess up, one thing, get evicted world. So his music and his life is for this girl.
So that line right there, that whole spiel, the American boy telling American stories, trying to play his voice, blah, blah, blah. He's making music for the girl. Do you get it? Did you pick that up? That's one of my favorite lines in the whole of Feelings. Then for the chorus, we got the same type of thing.
You can make me new from a disaster, just a happy ending's what I'm after. I am needing you and a pastor. You make my holiday move faster.
And then we have the second verse, which sounds like this.
She's playing games, she's a puzzle like a Rubik. Try to get her, shut me down, Stanley Kubrick.
It's got the same low-high, and then the final chorus, it's got just the vocal with the guitar.
You can make me new from a disaster.
The chorus,
just a happy ending's what I'm after.
Just gonna build up
I am
into
needing
the
you
final.
and a pastor. You make my holiday move faster. You can make me new from a disaster. Just a happy ending's what I'm after. I am needing you and a pastor. You make my holiday move faster.
And those vocals at the end, some of them are cut off. You can see, like, if I solo this vocal,
Move faster.
it's just cut off so that everything ends on the beat, so that there's nothing left. And that is probably one of the best songs, if not the best, on Feelings, in my opinion, and my mom's. But yeah, that's Disaster. Then we get to go to fourth track, Don't Care, End It All. End It All is the first of 4 songs that are built like this, where we have, in the verse, you have one sound, and then the chorus, you have a completely different sound. So, to base End It All, everything, we have another Looperman guitar, saving the day. And then adding on to the loop. Every time there's this loop, there's this electric piano piece. Truthfully, I, the one who made the song, have no clue why this piano thing is here. It is just chaos, and it really adds nothing. I truly think it was me just tapping keys on the piano randomly, and it's in the song. Just wait. What is going on there? I don't know, but that's probably why it's so low. You can barely hear it when you play both things at the same time. You can barely hear it. Who am I sponsored by? No one. And then we add the drums to build it up. Now, this drum was 4 on the floor, which is just like a drum set, a drum kit in Logic, is probably one of my favorites. Or for this album, it was the one I used mainly. 4 on the floor. Every time I needed a drum, the first thing I would think of is 4 on the floor. And all of this is to build up into the verse, which is kind of the second part. So this verse is basically the same as the second verse, except in the second verse we have a bigger drum fill. Just to lead into the thing. But, so that's the verse. And then the chorus sounds like this. Where we have, so we start with the drums that are different than the then to add to it, so first of all, this has overdrive on it. That's why the bottom parts are just so booming. Because if I take that off, overdrive really adds the oomph to the song that I wanted. And then down here we add cymbals to it. So we add the cymbals to it. And then to make this sound different, first we started with chords going da da da. And then the bass keys come back to play just like a droning sound. If anyone wanted to know, I got this shirt on a website. It's called like Romwe, I think. That's why I look so awesome and cool. But anyways, to add to that, we have the bass. Now the bass is really low here, so I don't think you'll be able to hear it with probably the speakers of your phone or whatever you're listening on, but this has fat FX on it, which just kind of makes it beefier. Because if I took that off, it's much quieter, and then it just becomes booming when that's back on. So that's basically everything for the verses and the choruses, except in the second chorus, instead of this like it's way more complex. And much higher and completely different. But that's how the second verse changes from the first verse. Now we get to go into vocals. So we have the low. So here in the verse we have three voices.
Wanna talk to you, but I've been waiting hesitation.
The low,
Words just won't come out, so I am hoping that you're patient.
the high, and then something panned all the way to the left for fun.
Wanna talk to you, but I've been waiting hesitation. Words just won't come out, so I am hoping that you're patient. And fear is taking capture over what I want to make it. I have got a feeling that the world is gonna hate this. Every second that I'm down in a mess, I am thinking I got something, but there's nothing possessed.
So that's that. And then in the chorus we have the main vocal.
She's gotta talk to her friends while I end it all. I'm addicted to her like.
And then we have to the left.
She's gotta talk to her friends while I end it all.
And then to the right we have.
She's gotta talk to her friends while I end it all.
So that just.
She's gotta talk to her friends while I end it all.
So here I just really wanted a contrast between the verse and the chorus.
I made my life worth it trying to get into your worldview. I spend all my time wondering what the girl. She's gotta talk to her friends while I end it all. I'm addicted to her like it's fentanyl. She put me in my place, talking to the wall. All she really cares about is the alcohol. She's gotta talk to her.
So that's that. And then we go back into the verse with the same type of.
Alcohol. Let me tell you a story of the guy who was born.
The high is low, but this time it's pitched all the way to the left. Then we
About 5'8", 17 by the morning.
the middle, and then the main.
It seems like he is living his life with a girl who's ignoring every single step that he takes as he's torn.
And it's the same.
Freedom is so best for me, but maybe I should stop living so selfish. She's gotta talk to her friends while I end it all. I'm addicted to her like it's fentanyl. She put me in my.
So, for this final chorus, we have
My place talking to the wall.
a very loud main,
All she really cares
the low,
about is the alcohol. She's
and then so for this last, I wanted for the final chorus, I wanted it to go 3 times. So for it to go 3 times, I had just the same vocal, like the same chorus going 3 times, and I thought that was boring. It'd be fine for 2, but for 3, that's just kind of stretching it. So one of the final days before I like finalized the album, I sat down and I was like, I need to add something to this. So instead of plugging in a mic or anything, I just had headphones on, and I yelled into the MacBook's mic, and I picked up, just to accent the final chorus, I was just yelling.
just gotta talk.
You can hear all the background noise from just the air conditioner in the room. You can hear everything because it's just the MacBook mic picking it up, and I'm just yelling.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like it's fading now. Talking to the wall. Alcohol.
So that was that, and that led into
To the wall. All she really cares about is the alcohol. She's gotta talk to a friend.
So, like, you can hear it.
I'm addicted to her. Like it's fentanyl. She put me in my place. Talking to the wall. All she really cares about is the alcohol.
that at the end. I feel like it gives it the taste it needed. And then it ends with the guitar, and that's End It All. Good song. Next, we got Sorry I Got Lost in Your Eyes. The name of this song beats me what it comes from. I just wanted a full sentence long name. Because I think first I made She Said I Don't Talk Enough. And then I made this song, and I could not think of a name. And when you can't think of a name, what do? You put a bunch of words together. So the words Sorry I Got Lost in Your Eyes are not in the song at all. But they're what the name of the song is. So this song is mostly led by the drums. It's mostly led by the drums. And then we add in the echolocation synth, which basically, so you know how a bat goes like, it like clicks, and then a cave knows what it is because the echo, the bounces. This synth just like bounces. When you play a note, here I'll show. It bounces. So then here, for this, you can hear this main synth bouncing. So these synths, everything that isn't from Looperman, I made, just to get that out. So then, for the final bit of the verse, I wanted to add something that could be played throughout the song just to like spice it up. So I made this. And I thought that was too complex to go through the whole song. So I added bells just to accent notes in those, like dun 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 dun. Just to give it the feeling that it has. And that's every instrument on this song. You can see most of the songs on Feelings are very simple songs. This has 9 tracks. I really shouldn't put the same, like, if there's another verse, it should be on a different vocal thing just so I can process it differently, but it doesn't matter now. It's too late. But basically, this has 9 tracks. There's only 4 tracks with the instrumental. This is very easy. You can go home and do this. That's what I'm trying to teach you, how to steal my job. So I first made this part leading into the chorus that I first sung, where I just say the accents of the notes, like
so much.
What am I saying there? I wanted to make it clear, so I put in a second vocal lower that says the whole thing.
I ain't thinking all that.
All so that and then we have the main vocal and then the lower one.
I am thinking all about us going so much.
So the low is high and the high is low, and then we have the third vocal for the chorus.
I am thinking all about us going too much. Making music so she coming in way too clutch.
Basically on the same note the whole time, just to make this sound.
I am thinking all about us going too much. Making music so she coming in way too clutch. I'm the punchline to her jokes cause I'm too sus. People really hating me cause I'm too stuck.
And then before we go into the synth, this final part just has the, the old low high and the high low.
You are making me second guess decisions. Gotta change your life up so you can see my vision. We're together, more symbiotic missions.
Oh my gosh, did you hear that line? We're together, remora, symbiotic mission. I have to break that line down. It's broken down on Genius. If you've read every Genius annotation I made, which isn't a lot, but it's on there. So a remora is a fish that I heard about while I was watching a Marcus Brownlee video. He was talking about how like the air tags have a symbiotic relationship with the Apple phones, the iPhone. And he compared it to a remora fish and a shark. So when I was writing this song while I was watching the Marcus Brownlee video, I was like, oh my gosh, that makes it's like a relationship. We're together, remora, symbiotic mission. It makes total sense. So it's just epic and cool. It goes from, like, you get it. We're together, remora, symbiotic mission.
We're together, remora, symbiotic mission. Sauce in a rough, I'm looking what I'm missing. Walk inside the junction, I can't really function.
She has started to change my life. That is something. And then
too dumb and too bad. I don't really know what she's thinking. Gotta pick my head up cause I feel like sinking. She is so terminal, addicted to drinking. High like an airplane,
let's break that down. She is so terminal. High like an airplane. Where do airplanes go? That's right, terminals. I'm a scholar, thank you.
With the fixing, I am thinking all about us going too much. Making music so she coming in way too clutch.
Same type of verse thing, which just goes into the chorus with the same same chorus where we got the.
I'm the punchline to her jokes cause I'm too sus. People really hate me cause I'm too stuck. What do you cost me? Spend like a lost tea. People in the way, now I'm begging, please get off me. I'm a public target, out of world like Martian. I'ma play the track, looking better when I start this.
And then here, the Dream Dancer part drops out to make it feel like a bigger build into this dropout chorus.
Feel like do or die now, can I get a bite now? Short A Casper, look at you and I know you hate me. Wanna be with you, but I know you never take me.
Those vocals right there are probably the best on the song.
Look at you and I know you hate me. Wanna be with you, but I know you never date me. I wanna rewrite my life with you, what is facey? Instead you got me posing now, I just say cheese.
Instead you got me posing, now I just say cheese, like a picture.
I am thinking all about this girl way too much. Making music so she coming in.
So it's got the dropout chorus to lead in the final chorus, and the final chorus has this tiny part at the end where I go.
People really hate me cause I'm too stuck.
So that me cause I'm too stuck, that is what gives the final chorus its like edge, which makes it feel like the final chorus.
I am thinking all about this girl way too much. Making music so she coming in way too clutch. I'm the punchline to her jokes cause I'm too sus. People really hate me cause I'm too stuck.
And then you can hear the echolocation since bouncing. I like this song. And then we go into the other song that's all one sentence, but this time I say the name of the song. I say, she said I don't talk enough. Now, here we probably have one of the most complex songs that I've made. So we have the guitar, happy guitar, which is just a loop. And then we have the drums, which are, like I referenced before, hardest hitting DaBaby drums ever. And then that's basically the whole song, except we have a bunch of ear candy. What I did was I took a bunch of Apple loops and I chopped them into the songs that I wanted. So I took like the full Apple loop and I just cut to the part I wanted and I placed it around the song. So that's what I did with that. And then we add in towards this end part, or like when it's building up. So that was the chorus. Now for the verse, we have this. And then the synth is under it. So those build into the chorus, which the chorus has a riser into the verse. And then in the second half of the final verse, we have the synth come back. And this synth part ends the verse with these last two little ear candy riser things. One is a riser and then one just is like drums, I think. Yeah. So all of that leads into the final chorus. So now we can talk about what they are. Here we have, you know, the good old high, low, low, high. Why are these like that? Point being, we got this one turned up.
Don't really care what you have to say, moving all along the way.
This time it's backwards.
Don't really care what you have to say, moving all along the way.
So that's that. And then the verse builds into the chorus. And the chorus is basically the same thing twice. But because the words overlap, I had to do two different lines so that they would come in. So this is the chorus. It has the one vocal going like the main.
Talking enough, moving too fast.
And then to the side.
That's what it costing us. Gotta stay together, people watching us. No blue and gray, we just calling us, and it's all in us.
No blue and gray, we just calling us. That's right, you figured it out. No blue and gray like a text message. So no texting, we're just calling us. We just calling us. You know, grammar.
Talking enough, moving too fast, what it costing us. Gotta stay together, people watching us. No blue and gray, we just calling us, and it's all in us. She said I'm talking enough, moving too fast, what it costs.
So the ear candy is just supposed to be ear candy, you know? And then here, we have one of the best parts of the song, I think.
She makes me move so I don't ever.
Never mind. It's in a different song. But point being, this goes.
She makes me move so I don't ever sit down. Who's in control when I'm making these hits now? Life on a pole, waving a half-mast. Oh, what a tragedy, died too fast. She put on a show like it's prima donna, making me watch. I don't get what I want. Life is too short to be crying in summer. Talking you want, but I live how I want. She said I'm talking enough.
Now it's basically the same thing. There's a little bit of change in the vocals, like this.
She said that I'm talking enough, moving too fast, so it costing us.
That's not what I did last time, but it's just a little change to make it sound different. And then when the drums drop out, here's the bridge, the riser into the bridge.
She just wants attention. I can't really start to mention. Make my words a living weapon. Don't speak in no pension.
I've heard that been said before. Someone thinks it's a Madison Christian reference. It's definitely not. That's not what I was meaning. Like I say all in and then Madison Christian. We can say I meant it. Let's all here just say that I meant it. All in, MCS, blue and gray. It makes sense, but that's not what I meant.
She just wants attention. I can't really start to mention. In my words, a living weapon. Don't speak at no pension. I don't really talk, but I laugh a lot. Got a bit of shivery like that's a lot. I don't wanna be in your camera shot. I'd rather stay home. Don't save the spot. Just a bit of my freedom put out there. Just a bit of my life that I left downstairs. Just a bit of a time that I waste. She said that. She said that I'm talking of. Moving too fast for the costing us.
What keeps this vocal going is this.
She said that I'm talking off, moving too fast so they costing us.
And then I think what leads it at the end is.
She said that I'm talking off, moving too fast so they costing us. Gotta stay together, people watching us. No blue and gray, we just calling us, and it's all in us.
So yeah, those high vocals really make the sound, you know? So that is She Said I'm Talking Of. Now we get to go, I've almost been streaming for an hour and we're over halfway through the album. Let that sink in. Actually, we just finished halfway. Okay, so basically, the song Certain, track 7 on the album, I had just made I just made She Said I'm Talking Of, which is a very loop-heavy thing, and I was like, you know what? I don't want to use loops because I want a song to be like more of me per se. I don't know how to call it, but I wanted me to make the song rather than use a loop. So I made the whole beat and everything for Certain. So Certain started out with this guitar sounding like this, just a classical acoustic like MIDI guitar on here sounding like this. Which kind of sounds empty and dumb and bad. So I added vintage drive, which just a pedal, like I have a pedal in real life, but I don't. So here you can have pedals and you can put them on and then they can make your guitar sound like this. So that's that. And then just to like strum a chord each time. And then in the background, to add like percussion or just a vibe to the song, we have wooden chimes, which is weird. If you hit it, listen. Just kind of makes funky noises, you know? But that's what it's doing in my song. Just to give it some vibes, you know. And then right before the chorus, which this song is much like End It All, where we have the verse doing one thing, the and then the chorus doing something completely different. But this is to build into that completely different thing, where we have a kick and a bass going crazy, and then it speeds up, and then it cuts out so that when the verse, or when the chorus rather comes in, it sounds crazy and epic and cool. And that, so the verse starts, it goes from this building so the drived guitar, the guitar that's drive, it's playing chords, and then the bass is just playing the bass note of those chords. And then we have the drums come in the second half of the chorus, which are drum sounds that I picked. Like if we go to this clap, and we look at it, it's an audio instrument, which means it's audio unit sampler, aka I picked the sound that I wanted. I picked like this clap noise, and I lay it across the whole piano. And I can make it sound all different pitches and stuff, and that's how you get a hi-hat to do like the sound, which happens in this song. Which happens bigger in the second verse, which is a little different from the first verse. Here we have this playing chords and a new melody played on this. Which is kind of hard to hear, but it sounds like this. And then this. But these two, this blooming bass and this 808 bass, just make for a huge sound. And then when it comes to like dropping out, it just makes that huge sound. And then originally, the end of Certain went straight into the chorus, but then I decided to make it drop out and then go. And that is the kick doing boom, 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 and the bass going boom, 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 boom at the same time, to make the final verse. Final chorus. And then in the chorus, the only thing different is at the very end, the claps stop. Because I felt like they drew too much attention to themselves. So I wanted to silence them at the end so that you could listen to the lyrics for just the last time. So for the verse, we got the same low-high.
Spent my whole life thinking that I had it. Spent all of my time
High-low.
addicted to an addict. Gone in a second, worthless like a lost cause. Gone in a moment, thinking I could press pause. Gotta learn that I didn't really have it. Gotta learn it was me who was an addict.
Then we have it drops.
Asking what it's all for. Am I certain? I'm not searching
So the main vocal,
for a burden.
and then on the left or the right ear,
And I am done hurting. Am I certain?
and then we have a higher vocal in the left ear.
Am I certain? I'm not searching for a burden. I am done hurting. Am I certain? Not a burden. What is my life if it's
So right there, you can hear me mess up. So in the first part of the chorus, I say, am I certain? I'm not searching for a burden. I'm done hurting. And then I say, am I certain? You're not a burden. What is my life if it's you behind the curtain? So they're different. Or wait, this is the chorus. I don't know what I'm saying.
am I certain? Not a
So the second half, I say,
burden. You're not a burden.
am I certain you're not a burden? Instead of, am I certain I'm not searching? Which, because this vocal right here, down here, is looped from the beginning, it starts off the exact same.
Am I certain? I'm not searching. Am I certain? I'm not searching.
So it says searching at the same time it's supposed to say burden. So we get this jumbled mess.
Not a burden. What?
But it's just in the song. Don't ask me. I didn't make it. Oh wait, I did. I don't know the answer.
Am I certain? Not a burden. What is my life if it's you behind the curtain?
And then we got the low high, high low.
And up, down, feeling problematic. I am stuck in a routine that's automatic.
And then we go to
Confess,
dropped
I
out.
want to talk
This is what we have.
about it. I no longer feel nostalgic. You said that you're fine, I bought it. You said that you're mine, I doubt it.
drops out, so the chorus is bigger.
Am I certain? I'm not searching for a burden. I am done hurting. Am I certain? You know,
And instead of going like high at the end, the claps drop out, so it.
am I certain? You're not a burden. What is my life if it's you behind the curtain?
They really draw so much attention. It's surprising how much the claps draw attention. But that makes the song this song. That's it. That's the whole song. Certain, done. Now we go into a song that is the opposite of certain because it's very simple. We got three things. We got Super Mario World Melody. And then we got a different DaBaby type drum. That's right, we got a second DaBaby type drum. And here is the first of two songs where we have a live bass. I'm playing the pink bass, the majestic pink bass. This is me playing it live. So I play one note except for the last thing, and it's also pitched down one, so I played it in the wrong key, but that's me playing bass. And that's the whole beat. We have the dun 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 dun. We have the drums with an 808 and me playing the bass guitar. And that's it. Then we have, so it starts off with me saying the verse, or saying the chorus, but I don't say the title of the song because, oh, isn't that intriguing?
Knowing that you hate me, got right as a touching. Make one mistake and got everybody watching. You put me in your place, captivating. Know you got me. Why you always playing like I? Knowing that you.
And then we have in the right ear
Knowing that you hate me, got right as a touching.
a higher vocal, and then in the left ear
Knowing that you hate me, got right as a touching. Make one mistake.
just a little different, same pitch though, you know.
Knowing that you hate me, got right as a touchy. Make one mistake and got everybody watching. You put me in your place, captivating. Know you got me. Why you always playing like an every time I got you?
So yeah, that's the verse, and then for that's the chorus. Oh my gosh, if I get this wrong one more time, I'm gonna die. But that's the chorus. Then for the verse, this is the only song where it goes chorus, verse, chorus, nothing else. So the verse here is built a little different. So we have the main.
Two sides, how she does it like it's two-tone. I'ma die when I get it like a new phone.
And then here we have.
Two sides, how she does it like it's two-tone.
Now this is meant to be a background part to the song. It'll change later, but you'll see. In the right ear we have. Did you hear that? Did you hear me saying Tamagotchi?
Two sides, how she does it like it's two-tone. I'ma die when I get it like a new phone. I'ma question how she did it like a new poem. Now she texting me like a new phone. I'ma die for you, I'ma get it, I'm alright for you.
So that's that. And then here we have what I'd like to call tricking your ear. But basically, what I did here was, so we have this, for the whole verse we have
Two sides, how she does it like it's two-tone. I'ma die when I get it like a...
and this low vocal is kind of like the main part. But as we get into the final part of the verse, I wanted this high part to become the main part of the song. So I did that by taking the pan of the vocal. If we go here, you can see the vocal was panned almost all the way to your left ear. And then
like a new phone, I'ma die for you, I'ma get it, I'ma ride for you, I'ma sit in, look around the world, yeah.
It slowly becomes dead on, so that when we go into this final verse, or the final part of the verse.
Look, I found a girl, yeah, I did it, but she messing with my mind, gotta take it back.
Now she messing with my mind, gotta take it back. The high part there becomes your main focus of the song. That was the goal here. So it can go from
I'ma ride for you, I'ma sit in. Look around the world, yeah I did it. Look I found a girl, yeah I did it. But she's rushing my mind, gotta take it back. Yeah she wasting all my time, she won't say it back.
and then that's that. And then we go to the same type of,
Knowing that you hate me, got red eyes, it's touchy me.
but this time we have a higher or just louder.
Knowing that you hate me, got red eyes, it's touchy. Made one mistake and got everybody watching.
Main vocal, so it sounds bigger and cooler.
Knowing that you hate me, got red eyes, it's touchy. Made one mistake and got everybody watching. You put me in place, captivating, know you got me. Why you always playing like I aim at Tamagotchi? Knowing that you hate me, got red eyes, it's touchy. Made one mistake and got everybody watching. You put me in place, captivating, know you got me. Why you always playing like I aim at Tamagotchi?
So that's Tamagotchi. See, making songs is easy. I use 3 instruments, and 2 of them I took from the internet. So you can do it. This is encouragement. I'm not that good, so you can be better. Now we have what is labeled here as separate, but that's what the original name of the song is. But I changed the name of the song to Methodist. So if you hear me say separate, it's spelled wrong, by the way. I know it's spelled wrong. Don't you dare say anything. But it's Methodist now. So the beat consists of... This is also another one like Certain and End It All, where we have a separate verse from the chorus. So we have this guitar that I got from Looperman. And then we have me playing piano, the bottom piano here. This is supposed to sound like the bass notes, and then up here we have like the main melody played in the right hand. So that all goes into, those stay the same except for the bass notes, which now become like the main da 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 da, or it rises up into the, what would you call it, chorus, with a Brooklyn drum instead of 4 on the floor, but drums and the piano going da 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 da. Dun, dun, dun. Which is supposed to contrast from. And that drum stays the same, so I added a different drum to make it sound like bigger at the end of the phrase. So that's that. And then we have to build from the verse again. We have the kick drum that speeds up to build into the bigger final verse, which has some crazy drum parts. If I take out the piano. So those are crazy big, but I've excluded the part where in the second verse, to make it feel different from the first verse. Here we got the second of 2 songs where I play the bass. Play bass live. And it has another bass under it playing simpler notes. And then there's one bass that goes into the final chorus. That bum 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 sometimes takes over the speakers because it's probably a little too loud. But them's are the instruments. Now we got the verses. So the verse starts with a single voice,
Knowing that I gotta talk to you every day.
adds verse to the left and the right. Oh my gosh, if I do this again.
Go to college and forget you like it's yesterday. No more talking to the ghost sat in front of me. Gotta change it what I thought, cause now they're gunning me. Too much prying, it'll take me going underneath. Too much crying, it'll put me on the other streets.
So that's the thing. And then we have the main vocal of the chorus.
I just talked to you too much, learning what your method is. Making my decision across the hollering, I'm a Methodist.
Oh my gosh, the name of the song. Methodist is just a better word than separate, you know?
I just talked to you too much, learning what your method is. Making my decision across the hollering, I'm a Methodist. Everybody put me down, they acted like a pessimist.
They're just kind of different. Kind of the same thing, kind of different.
I just talked to you too much, learning what your method is. Making my decision across the hollering, I'm a Methodist.
And then second chorus.
Every time I speak, know I'm saying something messed up. Jump over my head around friends feeling pressure.
That's supposed to be the main vocal, but then we also have this.
Every time I speak, know I'm saying something messed up. Jump over my.
And then just to add to it.
Every time I speak, know I'm saying something messed up. Jump.
It's just kind of like a harsher word.
Every time I speak, know I'm saying something messed up. Jump.
And then here I'm gonna expose myself.
Jump over my head around friends feeling pressure. Speaking to the girl, but she hates when I fess up. Started feeling scared, gotta run like it's Kessler.
Started feeling scared, gotta run like it's Kessler. Here, okay, for one, this was the only song where I wrote the lyrics in the file. That's why they look kind of big and fat and different. This is the only one where I wrote the lyrics inside the file. Normally, I would write them on Evernote for feelings. I write them just in the normal Notes app now. But started feeling scared, gotta run like it's Kessler. That's what I say. Because I'm a fool, I believe is the word. In Star Wars, Han Solo does this cool thing where he does the Kessel Run. Kessel, did you hear? Kessel, not Kessler. That's what I was referencing. The Kessler Run, that doesn't exist. The Kessel Run does. But that's not what I say. I'm exposing myself. But yeah.
Started feeling scared, gotta run like it's Kessler.
Gotta run like it's Kessler. Yeah, that's what he does. He does the Kessler Run. But then, anyways, besides that, for the final chorus.
I just talked to you too much, learning what your method is. Making my decision, crossing my heart like a Methodist.
Something crazy high. And then this here.
I just talked to you too much, learning what your method is. Making my decision.
All for the main vocal to pierce through really loud.
I just talked to you too much, learning what your method is. Making my decision, crossing my heart like a Methodist. Everybody put me down, I acted like a pessimist.
Here, my voice was really not what made this bigger. What made this bigger was, of course, the bass going boom, boom, boom. And then for the final bit, I just changed the piano part from what it was playing before, So I changed that digitally. I believe I typed that in on the computer. I did not play that live, but I just changed the main piano to like extend it longer and make it end a little differently. So that's Methodist. Now we're getting to the final one pulled up here. This is Good Now, titled Good in here, but this is Good Now. I am feeling good now. So for the beat, this is going to sound crazy. Good Now only has just two things. We got the loop. And then we got the drum loop. Which come in and out when I wanted to make the impacts bigger, but those are the only instruments. 2 loops from the internet. It can't get more simple than that. I found 2 things I wanted on the internet, put them in the same key or whatever I did, and bang, That's how you make the good now sound. And then so the first lyrics are just me vibing. Nah, 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 nah. Also, this song, Good Now, fun fact about it. This was the first song when I showed my little sister. She was like, you know what? You're making good music now. So yeah, fun, cool, epic fact. And then I add to it with a high and a low vocal. And then we get to the I am feeling good now.
I am feeling good now, so cute, she's a now.
And then we have this.
I am feeling good now, so cute, she's a knockout, go round.
Which is a little different. And then this.
I am feeling good now, so cute, she's a knockout, good round. In this mad city with a good gal.
So that's just makes higher, so we get the nice chorus. That is this.
Good now, so cute, she's a knockout, go round. In this mad city with a good gal. No problem, perfection is good now. Doing what we should now. I am feeling good now,
So here we have the old, for the verse, we have the old low, high, high, low.
my life is a tropical fire, burning these Levi's cause people are liars.
Do you get it like the jeans? Like people say pants on fire? Liar, liar, pants on fire. Burning these Levi's because people are liars. Lyricism. Anyways.
My life, my being is just for you.
And then I go,
I don't know if I could even be enough for you. I don't know if I could
and we have this, just accenting that.
I don't know if I could even be enough for you. I don't know if I could even want to talk to you. You can tell me your feelings, but I don't want to know.
So this does the whole thing. This lower.
You can tell me your feelings, but I don't want to know.
And then this just says the main things.
You can tell me your feelings, but I don't want to know. You can tell me your life, but I don't want to go.
And here we have, of course, ad-libs to make fire sound bigger.
My life is a tropical fire, burning these Levi's cause people are liars. Feeling like wise with the love I aspire to be.
And towards the end,
My life, my fears, my love for you. My life, my being is just for you.
what is that noise? Wait, I have to just hear this because I think it's on here. Do you hear that? It sounds crazy bonkers.
Being is just for you.
What is that noise? It's in the song.
I don't know if I could even be enough for you. I don't know if I could even want to talk to you. You can tell me your feelings, but I don't want to know. You can tell me your life, but I don't want to go. I'm good now.
Single vocal chorus into probably the best sounding recording of like a chorus on the album. We got some pan to the sides, but it sounds like this.
I am feeling good now, so cute, she's a knockout, go round in this mad city with a good girl. No problems, perfection is good now, doing what we should now. I am feeling good now, so cute, she's a knockout, go round in this mad city with a good girl.
Mad City, of course, reference to Kendrick Lamar. But then here's a fun fact.
Good now, I don't know anymore. I can't.
That's right, you guessed it. This last vocal, this I don't know anymore. I can't live around the storm. My life is that was freestyled. I'm a scholar. That's right. I can make stuff up on the spot.
I don't know anymore. I can't live around in the storm. My life is a memory hold. My time is always in some more.
So yeah, I made that up on the spot. I repeat it twice, but that's the whole song. This is a very simple song because the beat is 2 tracks, and yeah, it's got some nice sounding choruses when I didn't make any. Okay, so here we get into the ones you're not. Okay, everyone, close your eyes. You're not allowed to see any of these files. Everyone, shh, you're seeing nothing. Nothing, you're looking at nothing right now. Here we have goodbye. Goodbye final, that is. So goodbye the guitar in Goodbye. Just another loop. And then we have, I wanted snaps to go along with it. Also, this is the final song where the verse is one thing and the chorus is the other. So there's like 5 songs on here that are like that. I just wanted a snap thing. So I looked up snap on Looperman and it gave me that. And then I made the chorus for it. And the chorus has we have first the bass key. So that's what that does. And then the saw does the same thing except adds a little bit more. So basically what saw means, because I just want to say, I'm not going to do that. A saw is, so in a normal wave goes like this, but what do saws look like? They're like jagged things. So what it does is a saw takes the normal sine wave and just makes it like a triangle type thing, saw, so then it makes this crunch noise. Wow, wow. And then here we have another Apple loop, except this Apple loop normally sounds like this. That's what the Apple loop sounds like. But here, I've doubled the speed of the Apple loop. It going crazy. And then we go right back into the... And then we end with the same. Except the only difference is the end here has just a final bomb bomb to end on a note. So that is the beat. Now we have the vocals, which the first verse leads.
I cannot change my life where I'm at, and I hate it moving through the time.
So that's the verse. And then the chorus, we have.
Whole new world and I'm living.
And then.
Whole new world and I'm living without you.
Just 2 octaves of that. So the low and the high.
Whole new world and I'm living without you. And
so a little bit to the right, we have that sound. And then a little bit to the left.
Whole new world and I'm living without you. And I don't want nobody else to reroute you.
Now there is a good sounding chorus. That right there, that's the one.
Because I feel way better than back when I found you. So I'm saying goodbye.
And you want to know why it has to sound like that? Because most of this, it's just the voice. There's really no like main melody being played on an instrument. It's just bomb bomb. So it just leaves the voice to itself.
It's a whole new world and I'm living without you. And I don't want nobody else to reroute you. Cause I feel way better than back.
So the vocals really have to carry there. So they do.
As I look out to now that you're gone.
We get the low high, the high low.
I'm saying bye, feeling bad. So you're trying to find a way to come back. Keep the sweat to.
And then we go to the final verse, which has the same low type thing.
Whole new.
And then the same.
Whole new.
The same.
Whole new world and I'm.
And then the same type of stuff here.
It's a whole new world and I'm living without you. And I don't want.
But then we add 2 vocals. We have this one.
Whole new world and I'm living without you. And I.
Which is me singing high pitched.
Whole new world and I'm living without you.
And then we have this.
It's a whole new world and I'm living without you. And I don't want nobody else to reroute you. Cause I feel way better than back when I found you. So I'm saying goodbye to the past.
And then here, the low main vocal
Saying goodbye.
stops. And then we get this accent one that just says like the end of the line.
Living without you.
And you'll be able to hear that.
Whole new world and I'm living without you. And I don't want nobody else to reroute you. Cause I feel way better than back when I found you. So I'm saying goodbye to the best I look out to.
So that's goodbye. We're on to the final song. This is it. So here's the fun thing about the final song. It was made the exact same week that Do It Again was. So I made Do It Again on the Wednesday, and then on Friday, I made the beat and I wrote the whole beginning of this song on Ableton when I had it. So I had access to this just for like that moment. So I used it then to all the ability I could, and I made this song, which starts off. So once again, here we have no vocals in this. We just have, things, because I didn't know how to make vocals with autotune on here because I don't have an autotune plugin. So we have this. Now that continues through the whole thing, and that basically leads everything. But what is bigger to it is, the pad. And then the pad changes. And the note comes in. And then the final. And then that repeats over and over again. But then the final thing we have is this atmosphere. That makes up most of the beat for the beginning, at least. This is a very simple track because drums come in. And then I say, like, turn up the music or turn up the bass in the song, and then this happens. This bass happens. So, like, the bass happens. And then we have this just playing, like, arpeggiating type notes. So as you can hear, there's a little wow. And that's from the plugins that I have on it. But I won't show the plugins till later because they don't really come out as big until later. You can kind of hear it there, but it's not as cool there. So everything drops out. I messed up on that one night and every night since. It gets simpler, and then it just becomes the drums. This time the drums have claps instead of a snare. But that's the whole beginning beat. That's everything that's in the beginning. And then towards the end, we get the crazy maneuvering that became this. That dun 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 dun. That is kind of cool. So basically, there's this tool on Ableton, this little button right here, this square button. It looks like a box, just like the corners of a box. It's called Capture. It's the Capture tool. And basically what it will do is if you're playing around on the piano and you play something that you think was cool, but you weren't recording, you can click the Capture tool and it will write the MIDI you just played. So I was just playing around. I have no clue how I happened to play this, but I played that. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I need that. I hit the Capture tool, I got what I had, and then bang, here we have this. And then to add to it, I got this. So that down, 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 down. And basically how that was made, you'll hear it better. So first of all, we have trap drums come in. I did not make the drums or the bass that comes in here, but I did do this, which feels really cool. So this dun 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 dun. We're just gonna listen to that. So every once in a while, you'll hear that note repeat. It's because I have this little plug in here, Beat Repeat. It's basically sent to like random, so that every once in a while it'll do like a da-da-da, it'll like stutter. That's not where I wanted to continue. And that kind of gives the song its like crazy epic vibe. And that's the whole beat to the final song. That's all I added. It was just some coincidence and then epic beat repeat. And then hard drums. So that's one night. And then we can open up. Everyone, you know the drill. Close your eyes. You're not allowed to see any of the files. I hope your eyes are closed. One night. I could look it up, but I don't want to. How does the alphabet work? One night. So here we have the whole thing in one track. So most of this, for the entire time this song was made, except for like the very end, we just had the one vocal.
I wish that I could show my feelings. I wish
And it went all the way through.
I need to hear your words. I find myself.
And then it went into this like bigger,
Put up and said,
I had a great day with you. Why don't you come over?
and it like grew from this tiny thing.
text and ask
It grew from this tiny thing.
how you're feeling. Why can't I wake up? Why turn the bass up? Why can't I face it? Why can't I just say I'm sorry for the way that I acted? I should have followed up and said,
I had a great day with you. Why don't you come over? Got a spot for two. I know.
And then these vocals came in.
I'm not playing this time. I know it's happened now, but could you take a second to spend with me all of my life?
So we got the.
Could you take a second to spend with me?
So that just comes for this big chorus, and then I realized that I wanted
I'm not playing this time.
that same type of thing to come in as I say.
go about my day, ignoring signs that I need more time with someone, not just myself.
So as I say, I thought this was artistic of me, but as I say, I need time. What do I say? I can't find it, but I need time, someone, not just myself. As I say, I need time with someone else. I come in with another vocal, like it's another person, but it's just me.
Someone, not just myself. I'm going crazy at your door.
And then I added another voice just to make it like a.
Need to hear your words. I find myself always looking down. Headphones.
So as that other voice comes in,
I just need to hear your words. I find myself.
so it goes from being this straight on thing, boom, to automatically switching so that when both harmonies are in, they're panned so it's bigger.
Always looking down, headphones in and volume up, tuning out the other people.
And then we have,
I had a great day with you.
and then it goes, you know,
Messed up on it one night.
and that's only one voice, one take. There's a little like mess up here at the end that I was embarrassed to put out, but I didn't record it again. I don't know why.
Sorry, I know I cannot be forgiven.
That given, I clearly hit the wrong note, and the pitch correction said I did so. Like we can see here.
Sorry, I know I cannot be forgiven.
That was crazy. I sung a B, not a B flat, and it shows.
Too bad I know what I'm missing.
The old Vince Staples reference.
Yeah, sis. Woo, woo.
And then one take Drake. We got the whole last vocal.
Yeah, she calling me a bastard. Messed up on that one night, call me a disaster. Fighting in my own mind, I can't take it, so I'm blasted. Wasting all of my time, loving what I'm after. It takes a toll on my mind, living in the negatives. Crying while I'm making it. Send a text, she's saving it. Promise that she's hating it. Send a paragraph, I'm getting back, just pain. So ignoring everything, I'm turning up the bass slow. Hating on the world, so I just get back madness. I just want a girl who's attached like his magnet, knowing I can't have it. Moving.
I'm a genius.
Life is in a past tense. One night, one death, die quick, last breath.
I said the name of the song again.
No time makes sense to get back what I had left. Now my life is breaking, now my life don't make sense. Maybe it's just better this way, so I should face it.
Oh my God, you're an idiot.
Let's talk about that. This vocal right here.
Oh my God, you're an idiot.
We're done with the file breakdown, except for this one thing. Where does this voice come from?
Oh my God, you're an idiot.
Great question. Here's what I did. I wanted the song, at the end of the song, to be... I wanted the end of the song to say, oh my gosh, you're stupid. So I looked that up. And when you look that up, if I can find it. I think I looked up TikTok because I just wanted a sound. Maybe I looked up idiot. But point being, this video came up. This is what I was brought to. This video right here.
Yo, what's that song that goes like Despacito? Despacito? Yeah. Despacito. Yeah, what's the name? Oh my God, you're an idiot.
There it is. I took that sound. I went to Logic. As we can see here, it's transposed up 2. So it's up 2 semitones.
Oh my God, you're an idiot.
There it is. That's how you end the sound with a TikTok, with a little YouTube short thing. But that's feelings. We did it. Look at us. We got here. Isn't that amazing? Don't save. I don't want any changes I made. So basically, now, that was feelings. This is feelings. Thank you for coming to the feelings file breakdown. Yes, we did indeed do it. We did it, gang. Here we are. But before we go, I want to give you a reward for sitting here this whole time, listening to me talk. So, listening to me talk about the album that came out a year ago today. Remember that? This was to celebrate its birthday. It's 1 year old. Feelings is 1 year old. But I wanted to play a song from the new album I've been working on. So I'm just going to play the first little part, the verse and the chorus of the song. This song is called Let's Get Lost. So here that is.
Woke up in the morning, missed your touch. I dreamt of the night that we first loved. One hit and now I can't get enough. Can you take me back to what it was? Hey love, let's light the spark again. Hey love, you are my